Africa's youth, Africa's treasure. Hello, my name is Collie Brown. Welcome to Africa Business Channel TV. Today, I'd like to speak to you, the African youth. I'd like to talk to you about the challenges you're facing on a daily basis. Your day may have started off on a bad note. You may not have had breakfast, and for some of you, you have no idea if you'll ever have dinner. Some of you have gone to school and studied, got good grades, and have applied for jobs, and there's none available. For those of you who live on the street, you're probably asking yourself, will I make it out alive? Will I ever get off the street? And to make matters worse, the older generation are telling you, you don't work hard, you want life easy, and you're constantly wasting time on your phone. When you try to tell them about your circumstances, how difficult it is, they tell you to keep quiet, sit down, you don't know anything. They've even coined an African proverb to keep you in your place. And the proverb goes like this: what an old person can see sitting down, a young person cannot see from the top of a tree. Yes, it's an insult. It is meant to keep you down. But I'm here to tell you, young Africans, that you have a bright and a prosperous future. Every once in a while, circumstances create the condition where a generation can make a positive impact on generations to come. Young Africans, you are that generation. It is your generation that is going to make that positive impact. You're more than capable. You're smart. You're intelligent. You might say to me, I am not sure how capable I am. A few years ago, they took some young African refugees and brought them to the United States and put them in a good school. After a few years, they came back to see how well or how badly those kids were doing. Those kids were in the top three in their classes. They are more than capable. Young people whose lives were ripped apart by circumstances they had no control over, who rose up and did excellent, competed with kids who had no such past, who had all the trappings of good life. These young African kids were in the top 3. You are more than capable. You can make this. You can do this. If you have not done so, please like, share, and subscribe. If you ask Africans if Africa is wealthy, they'll tell you yes. Africa, they'll tell you, have 65% of the world's farmable land. Africa has gold, Africa has diamond, Africa has silver, Africa has oil, Africa has all kinds of precious metal. By their definition, Africa is a wealthy continent. There's a country that the deck is stacked against. Nature conspired to stack the deck against them, the same way life is stacked against you, young Africans. This country has just over 100 million people. It's about half the size of Nigeria. It has zero natural resources. It has no natural resources. No oil, no gold, no diamond, no silver, none of that. And to make matters worse, they have earthquakes. They have hundreds of earthquakes every single year. When you think of a country like that, most Africans would say, nope, I don't want to live in a place like that. Why? Because at least Africa doesn't have earthquakes, and Africa has not lots of natural resources. And you would understand it from their perspective. But this country, with all that's stacked against it, is the 3rd wealthiest country on the face of the earth. You say to yourself, what country is this? Well, put the name of the country that you think it is in the comment section. How did this country, with so much stacked against it, overcame all those odds and be so wealthy? It is because the country understood that its wealth is not in natural resources, which they don't have. Its wealth is in its people. It's in the minds of the people. You know, in this country, when you're born, you're told you're the master of the universe. And what that means is anything you set your mind to, any challenge you face, you can overcome it. Thinking about the mind, the wealth, everything you see around you that is not natural, everything that's not natural came out of the mind of somebody. Even a bottle of water, the bottle, the idea of the bottle came out of the mind of somebody. You know, Africa's wealth is in its people. Africa's treasure is in its young people. Young Africans, you're brilliant, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're more than capable. Let no one tell you that you cannot. You know, that phone that the older folks are telling you you're wasting your time on happens to be one of the most powerful learning tools available in the last 100 years. This is a learning tool. They believe this is a tool that you waste your time on, but this is a powerful learning tool. If you want to fix a pipe and you don't know how to fix the pipe, you can go on here and within minutes, there are videos telling you exactly step-by-step instruction. This is a powerful learning tool. But it is not just a learning tool. It is an organizing tool. Yes, this tool, along with social media, that the older folks are so quick to put down, are how you young people organize yourself. When you use this tool to organize yourself, you have to go one step further. It is not enough for you to gather and create groups and organizing yourself to achieve a goal. For example, to choose a leader. No one leader is going to take you or solve all your problems. You are going to have to be at the table. You're going to have to demand a seat at the table. You know, there are things that you young people care about passionately. And the older folks are not aware of it. And unless you are at the table where the decision is being made, the things you care about will not get addressed. The things you're passionate about will not be considered. So it is important that when you organize yourself, that you organize and you demand a seat at the table. It is critical. And you know, when you organize yourself using a tool like this on social media, the people around you, they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand the power of this tool. They're going to say to you, hey, where is your organization? Where is your, group? Because that's what they know. That is how it has always been done. They will not understand until they see the results of your action. So, if you want to make sure that your future is secure, if you want to make sure that your interest is at the table and discussed, then you must request seats at the table. Young Africans, it is important that you follow your dreams. You know, there was a young African man who went overseas to study aeronautical engineering. While there, he discovered his real passion. His real passion was YouTube. This young man wanted to pursue YouTube, but there were people in his family. As he tells the story, there was at least one person in the family who was against it. They figured engineering was what he went for. Engineering is what he should do. But respectfully, he followed his passion. And this young man has turned this passion of his into a powerful, influential machine. No, had he not followed his passion, you and I know he would not have the impact that he's having today. I know your parents mean well for you, but it is in your passion that you're going to find your success. It is in your passion that you're going to find your most rewarding life. If you have not done so, please like, share, and subscribe.